Today, what I'm about to tell you is not just motivation, it's a shift in mindset. If you truly understand this and apply it, you will move ahead of 99% of people. This philosophy reflects the strategic thinking of Niccolo Machiavelli, a mindset not built for the weak, but for those who are ready to master themselves and the world around them. The world is divided into two types of people, those who are controlled by circumstances and those who control circumstances. Most people react emotionally. Their mood depends on how others treat them. A compliment makes them happy. Being ignored makes them insecure. Sure, they blame luck, society, or timing for their failures. But luck does not work for those who do not work on themselves. If you want to get ahead of 99%, the first thing you must master is emotional control. Understand people, study their behavior, but never hand them control over your inner state. No, sale. People change, loyalty shifts, friends become competitors. If you break every time someone disappoints you, you will never build strength. The majority chase short-term pleasure. They avoid discipline because it feels uncomfortable. They escape sacrifice because it feels painful. But the top 1% embrace discomfort. They wake up early while others sleep. They build skills while others scroll. They prepare while others complain. You must become ruthless, not toward others, but toward your own weaknesses. Most people crave approval. They want to be liked by everyone. Everyone. The day you stop needing validation is the day you become powerful. Respect is earned, not begged for. If you try to please everyone, you lose direction. Think strategically. Do not reveal every plan. Silence is power. The majority announce their goals for temporary validation. Real players move quietly. They let results speak. Understand fear. People are controlled either by love or by fear. But the highest form of power is self-control. When you master your impulses and desires, no one can manipulate you. Most people react. The elite respond. When someone betrays you, do not collapse. Observe, learn, study human nature. Trust carefully. Give loyalty wisely. Never trade your self-respect for acceptance. The world runs on leverage, not emotion. Increase your value. Develop rare skills. Strengthen your communication. Refine your body language. Speak less, but speak with weight. Most talk too much and act too little. You should act more and talk less. Do not fear loneliness. Growth often happens in isolation. In silence, you gain clarity. In solitude, you build strategy. Noise fades. Focus sharpens. Bow sharpens. Stop comparing your life to someone else's highlights. The only real competition is who you were yesterday. If you were better today, you are winning. Take risks, but calculated ones. Do not act impulsively. Observe, analyze. Then move. Impulsive people fall quickly. Strategic people move slowly, but they move far. Your reputation is your currency. Once damaged, it is difficult to rebuild. Protect it. Be consistent. When people see discipline and stability in you, they begin to take you seriously. Never expose desperation, whether for money, relationships, or success. Desperation weakens your position. Detachment strengthens it. Power begins with perception. Never stop learning. Most people stop growing after formal education. Leaders remain students for life. Read, observe, question. Knowledge is a silent weapon. Above all, patience. Modern culture promotes instant results. Real success compounds over time. Improve daily, even if it's small progress. 1 year of focused consistency can make you unrecognizable. This path is not easy. People may misunderstand you. They may criticize you. They may mock you. But remember, 99% remain average because they listen to average voices. If you truly want to rise above, build mental toughness. Build emotional stability. Build strategic awareness. Take control of your life. If you stay around people who complain, avoid responsibility, and mock ambition, you will slowly lower your own expectations. Protect your environment. Understand timing. Sometimes the strongest move is patience. Sometimes the strongest move is silence. Not every battle requires reaction. Not every opinion deserves attention. Select your battles wisely. Develop the ability to walk away from disrespect, from manipulation, from environments that shrink you. The person who is willing to walk away holds invisible power. Measure your progress privately. Improve quietly. Improve quiet. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. True strength does not need constant display. And remember this: consistency beats intensity. A single week of extreme effort means nothing if followed by months of distraction. Small daily discipline over years creates unstoppable momentum. You will feel alone at times. You will question yourself. You will wonder if the effort is worth it. That is the test. The majority turn back at that point. The minority continue. Ahead of 99% is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. It is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It is choosing discipline over ego. It is choosing strategy over impulse. Every day you wake up, you are either training yourself to be average or training yourself to be exceptional. The decision is quiet. No one sees it. But over time, everyone sees the result. Most people never become powerful because they never become dangerous to their old self. They try to improve, but they keep their comfort zone untouched. Real transformation requires you to outgrow the version of you that seeks ease, approval, and distraction. You cannot rise while protecting your excuses. The majority say they want success, but their daily habits vote for comfort. They say they want respect, but they avoid confrontation. They say they want wealth, but they fear risk. Their words and actions are in conflict. And conflict within a person always leads to stagnation. Alignment is power. When your thoughts, standards, and actions match, you become unstoppable. If you say you train, you train, you train. If you say you study, you study, you study. If you say you will not tolerate disrespect, you enforce it calmly. No drama. No announcement, just action. Another truth, control your image before others define it for you. Perception shapes opportunity. People decide how to treat you based on the signals you consistently send. If you appear uncertain, they doubt you. If you appear desperate, they test you. If you appear composed and focused, they respect distance. This is not manipulation. This is awareness. Study human nature. People are driven by self-interest. They support what benefits them. They respect what feels strong. They align with what feels stable. Once you understand this, you stop taking everything personally. Rejection becomes redirection. Criticism becomes data. Failure becomes training. And suddenly, nothing shakes you the way it once did. You must also master timing in speech. Not every thought deserves expression. Silence forces others to reveal more. Silence creates mystery. Silence gives you information while costing you nothing. Most people talk to impress. Powerful people speak to influence. There is a difference. Build leverage in every area of life. Financial leverage, skill leverage, social leverage, social leverage. The more options you have, the less you tolerate. The less you tolerate, the stronger your position becomes. Dependence weakens negotiation. Independence strengthens it. Train yourself to think long-term, 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. The majority cannot think beyond the weekend. That is why they stay trapped in cycles. When you zoom out, short-term drama loses importance. Petty arguments feel small. Temporary setbacks feel manageable. Long-term thinking creates emotional stability. Another advantage, become comfortable being misunderstood. When you level up, not everyone will recognize your vision. Some will say you changed. Some will say you became distant. What they really mean is that you stopped being accessible in the same way. Growth creates separation, and separation is necessary. Guard your time aggressively. Time is the only resource that never returns. Audit your day. Where is it leaking? Endless scrolling, meaningless conversations, repeated distractions. Every leak weakens momentum. Momentum is everything. When you build positive momentum, small wins daily, confidence rises naturally. Not fake confidence, earned confidence, the kind that does not need validation because it has proof. Also understand this. Discipline feels heavy at first and powerful later. Regret feels light at first and crushing later. Choose your weight wisely. The top 1% are not superhuman. They simply tolerate discomfort longer. They stay focused longer. They remain consistent longer. They delay rewards longer. Length of focus determines height of success. Sharpen your mind like a weapon. Read difficult books. Have uncomfortable conversations. Challenge your own assumptions. Weak minds seek agreement. Strong minds seek truth. When pressure comes, and it will, see it as a test of identity. Are you who you claim to be when it's inconvenient? Anyone can appear disciplined when motivated. Character shows when no one is watching. Build habits that run automatically. Wake up at a fixed time. Train at a fixed time. Study at a fixed time. Structure reduces decision fatigue. Less decision fatigue means more energy for high-level thinking. Stop chasing excitement. Chase mastery. Excitement fades. Mastery compounds. And finally, understand that becoming ahead of 99% is not about arrogance. It is about responsibility. When you elevate yourself, you gain influence. When you gain influence, you must use it wisely. Power without discipline becomes destruction. Discipline without vision becomes limitation. Vision with discipline becomes dominance. You are building dominance over your impulses, your environment, your future. No noise, no begging, no shortcuts, just calculated moves, silent improvement, relentless standards. One day, the gap between you and the majority will be obvious. And the most powerful part? You will have built it so quietly that no one saw you coming. To get ahead of 99%, you must accept that discomfort is not the enemy. It is the teacher. Every situation that makes you uneasy is a test of your discipline, patience, and focus. The majority avoid it. You embrace it. The pain of effort today becomes the leverage of power tomorrow. Do not confuse busyness with productivity. Most people fill their days with noise, socializing, scrolling, or shallow tasks. You must treat every hour like a resource that compounds. Every hour invested in skill, strategy, or self-mastery multiplies over time. Time spent chasing approval or avoiding challenge is lost forever. Your relationships are tools and tests. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who elevate your thinking, and who respect your boundaries. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy, gossip, or mock ambition. Influence is contagious. Absorb the mindset of winners. Master observation. The quiet ones notice patterns. The impatient ones act blindly. Watch human behavior. Predict reactions. Learn what motivates, what scares, and what excites. Knowledge of others' drives allows you to navigate the world without being manipulated. Resilience is your armor. The top 1% do not crumble under setbacks. They anticipate failure, learn from it, and adjust silently. Every obstacle is a rehearsal for the next level. Every loss becomes data for improvement. Fear of failure diminishes when preparation is meticulous. Do not underestimate small habits. Wake up early. Read daily, exercise, plan, journal, reflect. These seemingly mundane actions compound into extraordinary results over months and years. Most people dismiss them because they feel it too small to matter, but mastery is built on accumulation, not chance. Embrace solitude. Loneliness is the forge of clarity. No. In isolation, you see your goals clearly. You understand your weaknesses and strengths. You refine strategy without distraction. Most avoid it because it feels uncomfortable. You must seek it because it produces insight. Learn the art of timing. Speak less than you think. Act less than you could. Observe more than you engage. Every move in life has weight. The wrong move at the wrong time can cost more than action itself. Precision matters. Power is silent. Influence is subtle. Confidence is quiet. Most people seek attention, but true dominance does not need to announce itself. It is recognized naturally because results speak louder than words. Detach from external validation. Praise and criticism are fleeting. Your internal standards must define your actions. Dependence on others' approval is weakness. Strength comes from internal alignment, doing what is necessary even when no one notices. Finally, remember, patience and consistency beat urgency and intensity. Success is rarely instant. It is compounded through daily, deliberate choices over years. The gap between you and the average grows silently, imperceptibly, until one day it is undeniable. You are not just trying to be better. You are training to be uncatchable, faster, stronger, calmer, sharper than everyone else. You are building the life that the majority only dream of. The difference between you and them is simple. You choose discipline over comfort, strategy over impulse, silence over noise, long-term over short-term. Do this relentlessly. Do this quietly. And one day the world will notice, not because you demanded attention, but because you earned dominance. If you want, I can expand this into a full 50-minute speech version in English, fully structured, with smooth transitions, like a real motivational lecture you could deliver. It would be a complete, ready-to-use version. Do you want me to do that? Understand this. Most people are enslaved by their own habits and thoughts without even realizing it. They allow impulses, distractions, and other people's expectations to dictate their actions. The top 1% do the opposite. They discipline their mind before it disciplines them. Control your attention. Attention is the currency of reality. Where your focus goes, energy flows. If you allow your mind to wander at random, Watching meaningless content, obsessing over gossip, reacting to notifications, your life becomes fragmented. The disciplined mind concentrates on what matters, ignores what doesn't, and builds quietly every day. Every choice you make compounds. Missing one day of growth is a small loss. Ignoring a year is catastrophic. The difference between the elite and the average is not luck, it is accumulation. Knowledge, skill, and reputation all compound silently until they reach a tipping point. Stop giving away your power in relationships. Most people try too hard to be liked, to avoid conflict, or to appease others. The result? They are weak, indecisive, and controlled. Learn to say no. Learn to walk away. Learn to withhold yourself from those who drain you. Every boundary you enforce strengthens your position and signals value to the world. Fear will always exist. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing control. But mastery is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. The elite recognize fear, analyze it, and act anyway. That is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Your mind is a battlefield. Your environment is a test. Your daily choices are the weapons. Use them wisely. Discard what weakens you. Invest in what strengthens you. Most people wander through life without strategy. You must treat every action as a tactical decision.